Hi guys, it's Amanda and I'm here today to do a tutorial on this look. It's very simple. Let me kind of give you a close-up here. This entire look was done using the Wet n Wild Vanity palette. As you can see here, it's got 3 matte shades and 3 shimmer shades. I mostly use the shimmer shades and a couple of the mattes. But it's a great palette to have. I have found so many, absolutely so many looks that I can do with just this one palette. It's a fabulous palette to travel. It's inexpensive, so if it were to break, you're not out, you know, 30 bucks, whatever you spend on your palettes. But I think this is $3.99 at the drugstore. You can get them at Rite Aids and Walgreens, I believe, and maybe some others. I have all 4 of their original color icon palettes. This is by far my most used and my favorite. Let me just open it up and show you absolutely freakishly how much I've used. I have used the heck out of this palette. It's probably one of my most used products. So, without further ado, let's get on with this easy everyday fall. I think you could wear it all year round, but I'm going to call it a fall look from the Wet n Wild Vanity palette. Alright, we're going to get started here. The first thing I'm going to do is take my Wet n Wild quad and we're going to take this darker brown here, the darkest of the shimmer colors. We're going to put that on a majority of our lid here. And with these colors, it's best to really pack them on to get the best pigmentation. They are pretty pigmented though. I'm definitely not going to complain, and as you just saw, I really used the heck out of this. Okay, now that we have a little bit on there, I don't want to forget to do this. We're going to go back into our palette and take the lightest matte color here, and we're going to use that as our highlight. And you want to place that on your brow bone. Nice and gentle. And you're going to work that down basically until you hit the brown that I just put on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to go back into that chocolate brown. I suppose you could have put on your highlight first. Honestly, I forgot. And we're going to put that, just make sure you have a really good coat of all of it. Good. Now you want to make sure you leave that inner corner blank, and we're going to take a smaller brush here, and we're going to go into the golden color, and we're going to put that on this last corner. Okay, and kind of work it into the brown. I like to go back and forth between the brown and the gold because I don't want too much gold, I don't want too much brown. I definitely want them to blend together well. So now that we have that on, we're going to take a fluffy kind of blending brush here, and we're just going to kind of start to blend that up to our highlight color. You just want a really smooth transition, but you don't want to lose all of your color by blending it too much. And if it's not blending enough, you can always add more color. Good. Now we're going to take the darkest matte brown color in our palette, put some on more of like a dome-shaped brush, and put that on your outer corner, just to concentrate that brown, really deepen it up. See, I didn't tap my brush off enough and I got some fallout, but that's okay, we can always wipe that off. Now we are going to go back with our blending brush and mix that newer brown in. Pull it forward here. And you can really blend any way you want. I kind of do small circles and then just bring things up usually. Okay, now we're going to take our NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I just want to put a little on my inner corner here. Yikes, that looks kind of scary. And I just blend it out a teeny bit with my finger. That looks good. And then we go into our palette again. And I'm just going to use a small brush again. I'm going to mix these two gold colors together to get a medium to light golden tone. I don't want it to be too stark, but I don't want it to be too gold either. Okay, so that looks pretty good. The last thing I'm going to do is go into the medium gold again, and we're just going to do a little lining on our bottom lash line. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to go put on my liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. The last thing I want to show you before we zoom out is that I only do my liner on the outer corner of my eye. I pretty much stop where the brown part of my eye starts. Hopefully you can see that. I have very small eyes, and if I line the whole eye, it really encloses my eye, makes it look much, much smaller. So that's a great trick for people with small eyes. Hopefully you all can see that. And you can do that with any kind of liner. You can do it with liquid liner, you can do it with gel liner, you can do it with a cold liner. And sometimes I will still line my waterline. I didn't today just because I'm kind of sick, and when my nose runs, my eyes water, and that's never fun when you're wearing liner on your waterline. So that's that. I'm going to zoom out and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the look. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, very good one to do in the morning to wear to work. I personally really, really like it. And again, it was all using the Wet n Wild Vanity palette. On my cheeks, I have my e.l.f. blush in Mellow Mauve. Just a very matte kind of mauve berry color. Very simple color there. And I wanted to kind of keep with the fall theme, so that's why I chose this color. I do have a review on the e.l.f. blushes that you can watch, and this one is swatched in there, but it's just on my cheeks. It's a pretty simple color. And on my lips, I have something that people don't talk about as much. This is Milani's Glitzy Glamor Gloss. Love, love that packaging. And this is in color 45 called Leading Lady. And you can kind of see, hopefully you can see this, it's got a ton of shimmer to it. And it's kind of a deeper red color. You can really build it up, you can make it more sheer, but I kind of wanted to do it a little more fun for this look. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. Comments below. And that's about it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.